let's do this. Okay, sorry. I reset my PC recently, so my mic settings might be a little strange. And I also have the hiccups right now. So I apologize. So if I'm talking weirdly, that's why. Anyways. Cool, let's get this. Wow, God, my hiccups are so bad. Okay. Support. So, first things first, and this is a small thing. I like to when you select your character before there's like 3 seconds remaining, so then your team has an idea of what you want to play. If you're playing for your team, just pick, and they're not picking, just pick first, and then switch if they choose something you don't like. Either way, try not to just select to the last minute. That's just a recommendation. Anyways. Okay. What character are we playing? Lucio. Okay. First things first, Lucio Jun is not the best. Double speed on paper seems good, but A, it doesn't stack, and B, like you need to cycle it really well, meaning you need to have really good communication with the Lucio saying, hey, I'm gonna speed here, then we're gonna amp next or whatever. Like, and that just usually doesn't happen in comp. I know you're probably playing with them, I know, obviously. My goodness, my hiccups. Either way, it's a little bit not super consistent. It will still work. I've seen it work. Oh my god. I've seen it have worked. I've seen it work multiple times, so it's not horrible. But the main thing is it's not very much healing. And Reinhardt right here, this big guy, he likes a lot of healing. He takes a ton of damage, so... Okay. Alright, I do like that you're amping, not immediately. Okay, that's another small thing. By the way, you're gonna learn quickly. I'm a yapper. When you're doing rollouts like that, try to move a little bit smoother. If you're really jittery with your like looking around, it actually lowers your momentum a little bit. So just smoother moving. If you've seen like any really good Lucio players doing rollouts, they have really smooth. They look really smooth while they're turning. It's so they can like airstrafe it a little better. It actually saves a little momentum. Anyways, on Lucio, you actually don't usually want to be on heal. You want to be on speed a lot of time. Right there, I'd be on heal just while we're poking. But if you're pushing in, I'm worried I'm going to see you on heal a ton. Like you haven't even swapped to speed at all, really, since you've walked in. I don't know. Again, you're trying to heal your Rhine, but like you kind of just have to trust your Juno to heal Rhine. So right here, I'd speed. Right here, I'd speed. Now, the reason why I want you to be on speed more is because that's kind of Lucio's point. He's not a healer. He is a speed boost. That is pretty much the main reason why he's played, other than his really good ult and actually pretty good damage output and his boop. Lucio's a really fucking good character. Either way, he shouldn't be on heal 90% of the time. My rule I like to go for when playing Lucio, and I actually usually maintain this rule myself even when not trying, is like 60-40 speed boost to healing usage. Now this can change with time, and with certain scenarios. If you need to heal a ton, you're going to be on heal more often. But I always recommend being on 60-40. Even like my all modes, I believe, is still... I mean, okay, it's broken, because, you know... Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll just go, like, even if I go, say, last season, 50-50. Even season 2, you know... I barely ever played him, so it doesn't really count. Just the season that I've played him a ton, probably more recently, if anything. But yeah, like, I'm always more speed than heal. That's a big one. Always more speed than heal. Because that's just what his character is for. It is speed boost the character. So I don't want to see you on heal the whole game. I want to see you utilize speed boost a little bit. And you are playing Juno, so it means you need speed boost a little bit less. Oh, don't go over the hog. Oh, okay. Now, this is something it's hard to notice when you're, like, looking in first person, but I'm going to give you the top-down view. There you go. This is a big one. So you just kind of, no fear, literally jumped over a roadhog. No fear, jumped over a roadhog. Now, I know your team is here, but wait for him to rotate that way first. You're kind of aware he was going to before making a play. Just be ready for him to walk away first. You kind of just sent it. I do like the aggression, but Moira's not the pick. She has fade, and she's gonna come off cooldown in 1 second. She's probably about to fade out like immediately. Never mind, never mind. I'm insane. I like the aggression. I like trying to make a play. That's big on Lucio. Okay, speed boost here. Nice. Okay. And you're already back in heal. This is when I want speed. This is when I want speed. Okay. When a Reinhardt hits Earth Shatter, chances are enemies are on the ground. Oh my goodness, I hate these hiccups. Chances are enemies are on the ground. When they're on the ground, you want to kill them. Kill them quickly. You know what is quick? Your speed boost. Hit speed. You don't need heal when the enemies are on the ground not doing any damage. You can heal afterwards. So speed boost, speed boost, speed boost. Alright, you're chasing kills. Now I want speed boost. You chase, yep, use amp even. Yep, help your run. Just go with the run, speed him out. Okay. And we use Jinnering. You're not using any amps for speed. You're using amps only for heal. I want to see some amp speed. Lucio's really useful for amp speed. Alright, don't get too... Oh, okay. That's one of those like headphone moments. The moment you ever hear footsteps from the Junkrat flanking an angle like that, just move out of the way. Junkrat's able to one-shot you. Now that you have 225 HP, Lucio does, he's able to one-shot you. So you gotta be careful of that. So yeah, actually, so this sounds really silly, even though sometimes it is usually better when getting away, even if someone's low HP, is to speed instead of heal, because healing will not sustain enough, will not stop the damage being taken. It's not a character with high healing like Moira or Ana. But what he can do is he can speed him out. If your teammates gets behind walls quicker than the enemies can kill him with the damage, it'll be more efficient doing that than healing them while they're running, but it's slower running. So instead I would have amped speed there so your team can just run away. Unless they're wanting to hold aggression. Alright, Widow's on the right. Now you can actually take aggression here. Yeah, Lucio should not be afraid of this 1v1. At close range, at least. Unless they're literally cheating. Okay. Nice. So again, I feel like you're just catching... Okay. Your teammate's all over here. I would not go this way. You're about to get caught out. This enemy team has not been capitalizing on your misplaced... Okay, nice beat. I like this beat. I like this beat. Saves your Ryan and saves yourself, actually. Alright, Juno uses ults. So Juno ults actually, get this, heals. So if you speed boost, then people can play inside Juno ult more effectively. So, yeah. Speed boost. Honestly, that's kind of just been my biggest tip. This is the time where you want to be on speed boost again. You know, take that aggressive angle while being able to dodge the bolts a little bit easier. There's a Widow behind. I want you to fight the Widow. I really wanted you to fight this Widow. This Widow is now shooting for free with no aggression. Okay, until the Reinhardt wins for him. But like, if you just went on that, Lucio can forward tap in the head and melee, and that's a kill. Very effective. So yeah, that's just one of those they hit coalescence, your team loses. And we tire. I don't like that tire, but it's okay. He actually misses Shatter. And okay, just run. So this is actually when I want you to tack. Oh my god, this is when I want you actually to tax your team. While your team is coming back. Again, you have to wait for your teammates to come back. What you can do is you can literally just go back here real quick, come back here, speed boost your team, make it back, everyone makes it quicker. Because you're not going to push in without your team. If you're pushing in without your team, that's essentially throwing. So you gotta wait for your teammates either way. Might as well make the wait time quicker by you just going back and speeding them, you know, just giving a quick taxi. So now I want speed boost on the Rhine, and I want their Rhine to just run at them. We don't have ult advantage. Even ults. Actually, no, we have ult advantage because Rhine almost has Shatter. So what you could do is you could think about that like, okay, Rhine almost has Shatter and your jump dice. Okay. We don't think about that. Okay. Another thing that I haven't even seen you try to utilize is booping. So boop, you know, is a very good ability. It is probably one of Lucio's best, and it's a big reason. It's another one of those reasons why he's played. So an effective way to use booping is if you ever see an enemy at a position, what you do is you just jump above them by using like walls or whatever, and you just turn around. And while above them, you boop them towards your team. So if you boop from right above them, whichever direction is your forward, they will go in that direction. So essentially, if you go right above them, boop, like say there's an enemy literally like where you are, and I am Lucio, and I'm above you, and I press boop, that Lucio is going this way towards that big rolled Reinhardt right there, aka free kill. So a way that you can use this is you can use your aggression to push forward, climb up this wall, and you can actually, I believe it was the Rhine that I wish you booped in. So if you see where that Rhine is, he's at a position here. Bam. teammates cannot come to help. And if the Mercy does fly in to help, then you can just target switch from the Rein. Oh my goodness, I hate hiccups. Rein to the Mercy. So if you boop him like this, especially since the boop just buff, he's around the corner, I would say he'd go about right here or so. He either has to back up and use their team has to use cooldowns to save him, which is resource advantage on your side. Then you either can push in with possible damage, extra damage on Reinhardt, meaning they have to like try to catch up with heals, or you can well, you could just, you know, get out. It's a very safe play for you to make because you have this wall right here for cover. And, you know, you're Lucio. You move quickly. So this is one of the times I wish you boop, like you just look down and boop the Rein towards your team here. But yeah, that's just something you can think about here or there. It's not something you want to do all the time. You don't want to be overly aggressive just to land a good boop, because most of the time it won't be just a good boop. Alright, you didn't just use speed. That means you're the speed character now. And speed here, we use Mayult. So with Mayult, you actually want to try to take advantage of it quicker by using speed burst. Get on, like, just get there quicker. Rotations are quicker. I want you to use speed so much more. Ah, we're backing out. Too early, too early. Oh, never mind, Ryan was dead. I'm stupid. Never mind, you're good. I'm very stupid. Okay, we can fight Ryan a little bit. Speed after him. No, don't be on heal. Don't be on heal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're on heal too much. You're on heal too much. All right. I'm gonna try to find some other stuff to talk about rather than heal. Okay, speed. Okay. All right, this is a big one. Whenever you use speed boost right after, they don't need healing for at least a little bit of time. They do not need healing at least immediately. They're gonna have, you know, a lot of HP. So that's the moment that you hit speed boost and try to get your team to at least start pushing it aggressively. Maybe when you go in, then you can heal again. But no, always hit speed boost, amp that shit, fucking run at them. If you're doing an aggressive beat. If you're doing defensive, then yeah, I can understand. That is unlucky. You know what's funny? If you're on speed boost there, you wouldn't have got hit by Shatter because he had his block. You would have been behind shield. But that's not one I'm not going to blame on you. It's not like you knew Shatter was coming out. I will say another thing is being important, understanding when Reinhardt has Shatter is big, so then you know, okay, maybe don't stand in front of him. Okay, Life Reaver. You'll have a little more consistent heals, and that's okay. That is just around. Okay. One thing with Life Weaver is, well, Lucio's just a better character than Life Weaver. So we're switching on a Life Weaver. I don't know. Life Weaver is a weird character because he doesn't seem horrible. Oh my, wow. Okay. He's not like horrible, but he's not really good. He kind of just doesn't do anything to the same level of other characters. He doesn't bring enough value for his character to truly be considered good. Don't get me wrong, you could totally play with him and get away with it. It's the same thing that I feel about Mercy. Mercy is just not very good, but I mean, you've probably seen many of Mercy's win. So like, yeah, that's just, but yeah, no. So Life Weaver's kind of a gray area. I actually really like playing him. He's fun. He's very fun. So I get it. So just one thing you need to focus on is understanding your position. Life River is pretty much okay. There's no reason for me to not be fucking playing it. Either way, so understanding your position. Where do you want to play? Usually pretty far back, and in an area that you can pull people to safely, and you can use your platform for good success. So I'm going to be mostly paying attention to positioning. Oh my god. Nice spray. Okay. Alright, we're going to see this. I don't really like that pull. So that pull kind of wasn't going to do much. Either, whether you got Rein or Ana, I don't know which one you're going for, but either way, you kind of did nothing with it. If Reinhardt wanted to keep pushing aggression, you have the Ana and Life Weaver to pocket the Rein. Like, that's not a very scary fight for you in your Ana. So you don't need to waste the 18-second cooldown on something that wouldn't have done much, is what I mean. Also, for healing bursts, it is usually more efficient to heal it up more than just like 30 or 40, which I've seen you do a couple times now. You actually want to heal it up more. I want to see like 60 to 80 bursts rather than that low, because like 40 healing is nothing. Like, legitimately, 40 heal is just nothing. It's just more efficient to heal more. Okay. Reminder, even though he's a heal bot, this character does have damage. Do not be afraid to shoot your gun, to shoot your needles at people. Never be afraid to shoot your damage. I actually damage all the time on Lifeweaver. That might just be me. I have fun with it, but like, you know, it is useful. I see you're just landing, you're kind of just throwing up 40 bursts. You're not really thinking about your position. Okay, this is what I mean by positioning. You're putting yourself in a spot where they are able to shoot at you and you can't really do much damage to them, especially when they have that Widowmaker and you're kind of just sitting up here. You're not gaining much out of sitting up here, like just sitting out in this exact spot. So what I'd recommend is think about where the enemies are. Obviously, it is a support's priority to keep your team up, I get that. But if you sat right here instead, what you could do is you can peek out, you can always heal him. You can hide behind, you can peek out, heal. You know, you can see your teammates through walls, and on top of that, you have to recharge your burst anyways. Might as well recharge it in a safe spot behind walls, rather than just kind of sitting out in the open. So like that right there, for a second there, you're in a really good spot. But then you got worried about your Reinhardt, now you're Reinhardt, you're Winston, and you kind of sit in a bad spot again. I do like this platform to get away from the Rein, get him to walk away, and this is the case I just back out. Your Winston's dead, your Sombra's dead, just get the fuck out. This is the time, literally just turn around on this map specifically, I'd go just right over this way, and bam, you're safe. They're not gonna chase you. And if they do chase you, then it sucks. But see, again, this is why you gotta be worried about a Widow. I don't know how good the Widows are in the games that you play, but they're pretty good in my games, and you stand still for too long, you're dead. Okay, I like this swap to Moira. Doomfist is an interesting swap on your tank side, but we'll see. So Moira is all about stat farming. Oh, fade, nice. Okay, I like when you faded, but your positioning, now this is very nitpicky, but instead of going that way, you should have gone this way, just it's a little bit safer. Anyways, that's super nitpicky. I'm kind of a nitpicker. Don't use too much heals before the fight happens. Okay, so if you're just trying to heal a little bit of HP, it is way more efficient to tap your heal and then let go of it, essentially. Sorry, I got a Discord message real quick. Okay, it's nothing. So yeah, it's way more efficient. So Moira does do a little bit of an overtime heal effect when you hit someone. It's almost like a Junker Queen, like bleed, where it's like an overtime heal for a little bit. So if you're just healing a tiny bit, just tap your heal one time. It'll heal like, I think 40, 50 HP just with a single tap. You're like using almost no resource for it. It's a big reason why she can heal so much so quickly. So before pre-fight, now you're almost at halfway. You're like maybe in 2/3 of your heal, and this is before fight even started. It's just in poke phase. So obviously you're able to regen here a little bit. The fight was a little bit delayed because their Rein went in really hard. But you want to go for it here. I know you're scared of Reinhardt, but your tank's so far in. I would just walk right. Oh, careful when fading in. Careful when you're making a fade when you're going aggressive, because it is your getaway tool. It is your getaway jail free card. It is a very, very good getaway jail free card. Probably one of the best in the game. So try not to use it to go in. That's why Moira's not really much of a dive character. Like she can if you feel you have the ability to do so. Your Winston's with you, your Lucia's with you, you know, your team is with you. Then you can kind of get away with it. But even then, you know, you got to be careful. The moment an enemy sees you use fade, they're going to become target number one, because Moira with no fade is a very easy kill. So yeah, be careful when making a fade like that. I don't think it'll be an issue here because they're kind of focused on your Winston, but you know, yeah. Yep, another Coalescence. You can probably get fade here. You lord yourself. Nice. Okay, junk out swing. Almost made it out. But yeah. If you had fade a little quicker, you could have been able to make it out quicker, you know, like that type of thing. Oh, careful when going close to Rein. Yeah, you got caught out. You faded at the Rein and it got you dead. I know you're worried about overtime, but like that's essentially that right there is case in point where you cannot fade at an enemy, especially a Reinhardt. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Just for the little ping. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, this is the longest I've ever seen spectate load. What the fuck? Hello? That's... Is it broken? Shit. Fuck, my Overwatch is broken. Oh, okay. Hold, please. Oh, it went in. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll see if I remember to cut that. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, my game was being weird. It loaded really slow, but okay, we're back. Okay, Hog Havana. Alright, remember, long range map. I want to be careful with close range characters. Mercy. Interesante. Interesting. I'm not a Spanish speaker. Don't know why I'm saying that. Okay, so with Mercy here, what I want to see you do, I don't know if you're gonna do it, is pocket the Ashe. Just stay on the Ashe like 90% of the time. Baptiste has more than enough heals to deal with the rest of your team. Widow doesn't really need too much healing. Hog doesn't need too much, and Baptiste doesn't really need too much. So I really want you to focus on just pocketing the Ashe. Please. Don't be like every other Mercy player that just heals their entire... Wow. Just wow. Just res that. Res that. No, you don't need to... Okay, alright. You just res it. Don't be scared to res immediately. Nice kill. Don't be scared. I know spawn was right there, but still. If you lose one pick later, like the fact that their team not pushing in there was actually huge for you. Come on, just pocket Ashe, pocket Ashe. Yep. Alright, Reaper's on the left. Okay, pocketing Widow. Always just pocket Ashe. I know Widow. Oh fuck. Can I grab this thing, please? Always pocket Ashe in this scenario. I know their Widow seemed like she'd do more damage at the range, but she can one-shot. If she's landing her shots at that range and she's not one-shotting, but then, you know, like, oh well, she's either going to be so low that they can die to some poke damage, or you can push in on the fact that they're low in the first place. Just pocket the Ashe. Focus on pocketing the Ashe. Her dynamite is way more value. Her big shots are way more value with the damage boost. Just keep focus on Ashe. Okay, in this case, yeah, this is one time I actually would help with. Don't res that, please. Oh my. Oh, you're so lucky their Sigma just didn't immediately fucking clap on you. Oh my god. Never. I'm a big hater of risky reses like that. I know it's good value if you get it off, but oh my god, it's all those it's that time that you don't get it off that immediately negates all the value you would have gotten, and you wouldn't have had that. Like, they wouldn't have killed you if you just didn't use your res, but instead you're dead because you decided to use res. Another thing, this is kind of also nitpicky, if you're doing a super jump like that where you're going upwards, a good way to do it is actually don't even look up like that. What you do is if you just press the crouch button. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but if you actually press the crouch button at the end of your Guardian Angel, it launches you upwards, and you don't have to look up like that. Because like that does take time to look up and look back down when you're on console like that. So you can just press the crouch button and it actually launches you up. So just, yeah, when you're, instead of looking up and then jumping, just press the crouch button. It sends it upwards. I don't know why I said that like 8 times, but you get it. Okay. You kind of had no reason to do that, but right, if you're having fun, might as well. Yep, damage boost Ashe, yeah. Damage boost Ashe. Ah, you're flying out too far. Okay. If their team was better, aka this Juno, when you're flying out like this, you can just get melted. This Juno's not shooting at you because she's pulling out her missiles, but like, shot there, like, you're just flying out in the open. There's no cover on you. You gotta be careful. You cannot just fly out like that. Okay, Valk to initiate. That's interesting. I think that's a little too early. because fight hasn't happened and you have 5 seconds left on Valk. Like, just try to be cautious when doing a Valk that early. Like, you need to know that they're pushing in that early. I do like to use Valk as a initiation ult, like the first ult in the fight, because that damage boost is so nice for swinging fights quickly. That's one of those times where you just didn't pay attention to cover on yourself, so you ended up taking a ton of damage to turret. Think of every enemy like a turret, honestly. Like, how much damage they're capable of doing to you is what you should be scared of. Because you gotta be scared of that one time that he's capable of ending shots, even if he's missing most of the time. But yeah, when you're Valking too early, just be careful about when your team's going in, when their team is going in before you Valk early like that. Because you Valk too early and then fight happened like right as Valk ended. Okay, think about it this way. How much more damage could you be doing if you're damage boosting Ashe right now instead of the Hog? The Hog doesn't need damage boost. He already has a high damage combo. You can damage boost him when he lands hook. That's a small thing. If a Hog lands hook, you can actually switch targets to heal the Hog right when he lands hook or whatever. But like, just pocket the Ashe. Just pocket the Ashe. It's just so much better.
I'd better be more careful.
Je me sens vivante.
Right, Sam.
Oh my god, my hiccups are still going. I'm sorry. Ah, unlucky. Good res. Alright, that's the one where you can actually res while falling off the side of the cliff to make it a little bit safer. You didn't help your Ashe. Your Hog had help. You're too focused on your Hog that was full HP. You gotta remember, you are a team player. There's more than just your tank. I know tank is the big one to heal. He's the one that takes the most damage. But your Ashe here, you left your Ashe high and dry. She's sitting over here. And she probably shouldn't have been there, but like, she died and she got nothing. You should have probably helped that. The moment you had Ashe res, you should have helped her rotate out. Your Hog's not gonna die. He's not gonna die anytime quickly. They don't have an Ana. So you don't gotta worry about him dying like immediately. You don't need to be always on healing for him.
Activating healing stream.
Man, this guy's getting a lot of fluxes off. Don't try to res. Nice, just back out. Cool, cool, cool. You just... Not much you can do there. Hans is an insane character. Your team was already dead. It probably was better that you died there and just reset. Sometimes just try to die quicker, actually. Never mind, you spawn with Hog and... with Hog, so you're fine.
Right by you.
Widowmaker here.
I'll make sure that doesn't scar.
Oh my goodness. Okay, be careful. Again, careful when you're making rotate like that. You did not care about your own thing, your safety. If their Ashe lands one shot on you, that's fucking... My god. That Sigma's killing you every time. Damage boost. Yep. Okay. Just stick with your Bastion. Your Bastion's not a flank. That's an interesting play. Oh, I wish you Valked earlier. I actually do like this Valk. That's a risky... with Valk, it's a little bit less risky, but it's still a risky res, and I still don't like it.
Excellent. Keep the payload moving.
Monstering you. Angina Zeitchen.
10 seconds remaining.
Stay near the
This will just take a moment.
That was just kind of in a weird position for you. You don't need to be in that little corner. It's not a very good spot for you to hold.
Score 0.
Sorry, it's kind of out on this point. Just remember your positioning. That's a big one for Mercy because there's not really much else for you to focus on. I'm gonna be real. So just focus on your positioning. Make sure you're sitting in a spot where it's hard for the enemies to get you. They have to use a lot of resources. and you don't have to use much if you need to escape. Resources, Overwatch is a game of resources, honestly. Using what time you use your cooldowns, what time you use your ultimate, what time you use your ammo, even like how much HP you have as a resource. So like, we'll just just remember that this is a resource-driven game.
Ready.
Okay. Sorry, I just like, all my tiredness hit me at like one time, and I like almost fell asleep in my chair while doing the VOD review. So for defense here, I was like made it like over here, and I'm like, damn, I just need a mental reset. So I just stood up, grabbed a snack real quick. I'm ready to go. So yeah, at the like end of your point here, I'm real sorry about that if it wasn't the best, but if you really need me to remake it, if you feel like you got like nothing out of it, just let me know, or if you have any questions at all. But like my main ideas, I remember this still went through, is just mainly your positioning. Remember where the enemies are looking at you, and pay attention to that. That's a big one on your Life Weaver as well, and well, your Lucio. Just positioning. Remember that you don't want the enemies to see you a lot of the time, but you still want to see the teammates. Just remember, when you're looking at the enemies, are they able to kill you at that time? If they can't, then you can poke a little bit, but if they can, be a little more afraid. Okay, anyways, here we go. Myra.
Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
A little bit of voice line spam just to make it so your teammates mute you. Okay. Careful of the Zen. So you don't want to stand still against the Zen or a Widow. This is a map where people play Widow a lot. Now they're not playing Widow right now, but like if they did play Widow and you weren't paying attention, you could have taken Get Off. Okay. Sandra's there. Help your Ana. So see, you used too much of your heal there. You used all your heal before the fight even really started. Now you're throwing a damage at the Sombra. I don't know if you can make this jump. You might be able to make this jump. I don't know if you can or not. It seems a little high. Maybe. I know if you're really crazy, you can like go off the car here. You can like go off the car and go up. But I bet you could do that at least. Never. Yeah. But yeah, see, now you're already out of heal. Fight hasn't even started. This is one time, now you gotta do damage, and your Ram needs heals. So that's one of the things. Don't use too much heal. This is when I mentioned that like tap heal a little bit before fights. That's a big one. Like, see, now you're out of heal. Again, you're out of heal. No nade there. Come on, bro. That's a bad nade. See, he's out of heal still. He's out of heal. You're out of heal. So remember, damage orb does recharge your meter. So if you do really need heal, just throw out a damage orb. Even though healing orb can sustain a little bit while you don't have any, like there are times to do both. But if it is like still pre-fight like now, I would have landed throughout the damage orb. That was kind of a bad damage orb. You want to throw out orbs with the intention that all of its like damage or healing inside of it would be used. So healing orb has 300 healing and damage orb has 200 damage. So if you're doing it to like quickly burst up a single target, then that's fine. See, I like that damage orb a lot because that damage orb is going to hit a lot more enemies. It's going to hit many enemies there. Just to show off a little bit. I like that you're peeling for summer though. That's another thing. I didn't even say that, but like I like that. See, so look at this right there. 3 enemies right in front of you. That is 200 damage that you can just send right down that line. And even if they walk away, you'll definitely get a little bit of damage there before it goes away fully. And in the case you actually did get a little bit of damage. Either way, I like the peel for the Sombra. I will say, teabagging a Sombra that made a misplay like that isn't that crazy, but it's fun, so who cares? Fuck Sombra players. Except honestly, I don't really care about it. I've never really minded Sombra that much in the game, but I know most people do. That was a nice headshot from your Widow. You're using all your heal! Stop healing! Holy fuck! You do not need to heal that much. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of healing, really. You're using so much meter for so little HP. Like when they're critical, yeah, you can hold your burst on them. Okay, Med Ram should not have pushed in there. He trusted you way too much. That is not any support. No support could have kept them up. I don't care how good you are. Unless you literally are using like abilities to heal. If you're just using like normal heals, then yeah. I don't know if he's expecting like an Onanade, but he just went too crazy. That one's your tank's fault. Nice sleep. Nice sleep, and NT. Cool, cool. You can actually dive into that. So actually in that case, I would have just go in there. Go in there with the Widow and help 2v1. Because then you could have killed Ashe for sure. And Widow might have been able to be alive too. I do like that kill though, like that orb to get the kill. So like I said, is you do want the intention to like do as much damage as possible, but if you're getting a kill, then it's worth it. That's a worth it trade to not do like the full damage of the orb to like get the kill. Overall, you guys did that very well, even though you're down a tank. So yeah, you have coalescence now. So big thing now is you want to be using damage ward less. So this is like the idea of like poking, like when you should poke. So you don't want to poke too much because you don't want to give their enemy support charge. In this case, they do have ults, which I don't know how about your ult tracking, but if you already knew they had ults, then you could just poke safely. Doesn't matter, you're not giving your supports any ult charge. But I'm really bad at that, I'm gonna be honest. But you gotta remember, you don't want to poke too much. If you already have ultimate, try to poke the enemy like in a poke phase. Try to just do damage a little bit less, so you're not feeding the enemy support's ult charge. This is the same for every role actually, because if you don't have ult, then you don't need to farm anything, you know, like. Anyways, you have Coalescence. Coalescence is a huge ult to counter their aggression, and it's a huge ult to counter their heals. They do not have enough healing to keep up with it unless they want to use Transcendence. And Coalescence for Transcendence is just straight up a great trade for you guys. So yeah, that's actually what I expected. I didn't expect them to use Transcendence. It was a good trans on their part, but it is still a worth it trade in your eyes. So like, that's something that you force them to do if they want to still survive, and it's totally worth it for you guys. Ah, you're healing. Stop healing. Your ram's full. Stop healing. Alright, I'm gonna show you in a practice range real quick about like the overtime heal, just to show how little you actually need to heal. Like how little meter you actually need to do to like get them to full. Okay, see, you're healing so much. Your team doesn't need healing. You already used a third of your meter. Oh my goodness. That was a huge anti, and I like the damage orb right after. That was big. Just behind you, peeling for the tracer. Okay. Okay, so no, you cannot make that jump. After that jump. Yeah, no, that was a little ambitious of me thinking you can make that jump. But if you do want to get to high ground, I do know this will work. I meant to pause the game. I like here 1v1 tracer. If you do want to make it up to high ground quickly, you can jump off the pink car. You can jump from here to up here. I have no doubt that works. Heal. Nice. Okay. Orb was a little much. You don't need to orb unless they're taking too much healing, because now you're on that again in like an 8-second cooldown. Not a super long cooldown, but it's definitely not a short cooldown. Either way. Okay, that was an interesting queen ult. It was kind of a little early. Team can't really follow up, and queen's dead. Cool. Nice. It was a little bit panicky, it seems. Oh, and that's just Hanzo one-shot moment. Yeah, I don't really blame you for dying there. I mean, you could have played a tiny bit safer, playing a little more behind this cart, but like, I don't blame you there. I think I would have made the same mistake. Just remember to be a little more mobile if they're playing a character that can one-shot you. Just be wary of that at all times. Quick kills. Hopefully Winston doesn't touch. Oh, they have someone on point. Okay. So you need one fight. Team should never stress in overtime if you only need one fight. They're gonna lose a lot, and you guys will only lose a little bit if it's like first point. So never be overly stressed. Tracer wants to look like for another play. If a Tracer's playing like that, now this time she doesn't, but chances are she actually has pulse bomb. She's gonna be looking for a pulse bomb like that. So you gotta be ready. So if a Tracer's ever like running at you like through a field just like that, be ready to use your fade, so then she doesn't pulse bomb you. Now, if you do get stuck, you can just fade out anyways, but long story, it just makes you say, did he C9? Did Winston die or did he C9? Wait, did he go in? I think he went in when the Juno died. Oh, he died? Wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay. Alright, nice. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna show you this while it's still hot in my head. Oh my god, stop talking to me. Fucking, I don't care. PC. I'm just gonna mute this real quick. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna show you how little heal you actually need to like heal up someone to full. So change the bot team, so you can see he's already fairly low HP. If you tap it one time, literally just one tap, look how much healing that does. Tap 2. and tap 3. Yep, compared to, you know, how much heals you might need to do there, how much heals you might need to do here. Like, look how much healing I'm doing like that, just for the heal, compared to just... This is how I like to burst. I usually like to burst just like this. Like, that uses so much meter. Like, if you're healing up these people, then yeah, you can, like, full heal, like, full burst them. I'm gonna get a little bit of heals. By the way, if you tap damage like that, you heal. You get a little bit more healing resources. It's not by much, but usually I would not recommend doing it. But it's just like, you can do it if you really want to. But yes, literally just tap, 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 tap. And now he's full, and I barely use meter. In comparison to a full heal with holding down like that. That's way more meter just for the same amount of healing. Just tap like that. So if you're not in a fight, if you're in a fight, then yes, like usually you want a full heal just so to make sure they're not low. You know, like if like say he was in a fight, then yeah, I'd give him that heal. But like if you're out of a fight, just give him a quick little couple taps. That's not like perfect amount of taps, but like you don't want to heal him up slowly. You just want to heal him up, and that's a great way to save a little bit of meter while doing that. So either way. Also, never do this. Don't do that to heal. Don't do that. That's so inefficient. Just walk like more sideways and you can heal both.
Need a moment to reach.
Yep. Yep, cool. Alright, I think you get the idea. Last map. But yeah, that was a big thing that I noticed. That's me like yelling at you. Replace. Fuck, wrong button. Hana Oka. This map's hard to play on. 6 minutes. Okay, this is a quick game.
Ready for battle.
This map is kind of hard to play on, I'm gonna be real. People, I think, are not interpreting the full value
Attack on objective.
of... Real quick, I'm just gonna talk. Okay, so you're playing Brig. Brig is really good at space control. So where you want to play? I'm like, this is even before fight even happens. So I either want you to see you play on this right side or this left side. Matters where your team is holding. I want you to hold one of these areas and just hold it. If your team is gone and you want to cap, then yeah, you can go up here. You can cap point. Another thing is if you're playing Brig Juno specifically, Brig Juno's was actually meta comp, at least last patch. I don't know what this current patch meta is, but this last patch, Brig Juno was meta. Very, very, very good. But what it was good at was hyper aggression. I want to see you go in a lot. I'm gonna be real. I want to see you fight with this queen. I know it seems a little bit dumb, but like Brig is fairly tanky. If you're not super dumb, you're able to push up front, all the way up front. Now, she cannot brawl like she used to in Overwatch 1, but do remember you want to be aggressive. You want to hold close positions until you need to get out. Maybe you can like save shield best to run away, something like that. I don't know. Either way, you want to play aggressive. You want to play with your tank. At least, well, yes and no. Yes and no. You do want to be swinging a little bit. In comparison to like Dive Brig, who's very defensive. Okay, hold your shield. Hold your shield. If their Zarya's just beaming at you, that's free damage that you can block and that your team would not need to take. Ah, you went out too far out. Your Juno went too far out. Now you're packing too early. You have a shield. You can hold shield in between everything. Literally anything that you do on Brig, you can hold shield between it, just to make sure you're not taking any damage. I've seen you barely hold shield. You're so busy unpacking, you're not even thinking about holding shield. Like, hold shield here, hold shield here, hold shield here. Yep, yep. There you go. Hold shield, yep. Just get out. Nice, I like that. Nazari's walking right. Yep, you have full shield again. Ah, see, you don't have packs. You're too worried about packs. You're too worried about packs. Ah, you don't need a whip shot around the corner. In that case, I would just start swinging. Zarya is right in front of you. Just start swinging on the Zar. You don't need to just peek corners and whip shot and peek corners and pack. If you're just playing her, that's just play Ana. Because Ana does the same thing but better. You know, do the damage, do the healing. Like, Ana just does that way better, way more consistently. Now shield, shield. Ah, see? That's just, you got solo grab. Nothing you can really do there. Okay. Ah, too far up. Okay, Ryan's going in for some fucking reason. Heal, heal. Yep, just triple pack that, yep. Now you can boop, now you can boop, now you can boop, now you can boop. Ah! Remember what your boop does. Remember your whip shot. That cooldown is amazing. Super duper good. So right here, the moment you see bubble drop, you can hit this range. Just bam, hit the Zarya. Back him up, get him off your Ryan. Because he was able to walk up on your Ryan so hard and Ryan felt pressured to start swinging. Like, you just boop them off your Ryan. Get them off of your Reinhardt. Separate the enemies from your team when they're trying to run away. Alright, we have rally here, so we can actually go aggressive if we want. You can rally this, like, no fear. Because if they want to push into you, you can just hit them with the rally. Okay, back out. Yeah. Because now I'm worried you're going to rally here or something. Wow, this game is fast. Holy crap. Ult here, just ult. Yep, nice. Okay, stun. Nice. I like that stun. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Okay. I know I said to ult earlier, but this is a very good ult. So at least even though you didn't ult earlier, your ult still got great value. So either way, a great ult.
No one can hide from my
Okay. They have Orisa now. Orisa's gonna make it a little bit harder for you to play. That's just the truth. So she would love to just push into you because there's really nothing you can do. You can't shield all that damage. Where's your kitty playing? Why are you playing down there? You're not healing your team. Oh my goodness. Reaper's on the right. Yep. You gotta peel for your Reaper. You gotta peel for the Reaper. You're the character that needs to do that. Remember to listen for footsteps. Remember to listen for footsteps. You heard him multiple times. I saw you even look over. You heard the footsteps. Just look over and help fight him. You don't need to charge him. I don't want you to charge him, but I do want you to do is just literally just sit here, look over, and just wait for him. You can sit behind this little thing for cover. If they start shooting you, then you can turn and shield. But just wait for him to come, and then just whip shot. Get him off your team, you know? And then let the Bastion do the damage. And just distract him while your Bastion does the damage. Oh, I wish your team touched. Oh, it's a nice shatter too. Getting two of them. So you don't need a whip shot there. You just need to swing. If you're that low, just swing. Just swing. You don't need a whip shot. You don't need to waste such a important cooldown for that. See, now you got cut off from your team. Okay. I don't know why I said C because I was like you already understood that. If their team is already this far in, just get the fuck out. Get the fuck out quickly. Whether you can go this full range. I would take long range. It's a little bit safer. Take the long angle. But no, just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. See, you spent too much time and now you're running behind an Orisa. And you're probably dead here, I imagine. Yep. Just remember to get the fuck out. Nice, good kill. You can... Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh! You got too close to the Orisa. Don't get too close. Never get too close to an Orisa. Orisa is horrifying. Don't get too close. Okay. The rally. Yeah, this is just your team staggering on the point, trying to touch. Is this over? Ooh, you guys might touch. Stop for a little longer. Ah, slow down. You're like too freaked out when playing Lucio. I think you need to just like slow down. Maybe even like slow down your sends a little bit. Like it's actually, just, you know, chill out. You know, almost. It's not a character that you seem to like chill out on, but like that's just what I mean. Okay. Either way, I'm not blaming you for that loss there, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think the brig pick was necessary. You kind of didn't really do much that other supports couldn't have done better. You just kind of packed the whole time. Which is not the best. So one thing about brig. Ease. I think I mentioned this before. You can shield in between literally everything. I'm gonna come over here again. So like, as you can see, I'm swinging once, shield. Now you don't need to get that intense, but like, it doesn't really lower your DPS like at all. So like, you know, that, okay, like that. And then so like that, I didn't have any bash. That. Okay, I'm getting a little bit lower DPS for at least consistently putting on my shield for long enough. If I just like, literally just like flash my shield, then yeah, I can get the same DPS, but like, if you're like consistently showing your shield, this is what good brigs do. They'll like flash their shield a little bit. Unless they know they can get the kill quickly, then they could just like swing. But you know, like you can throw in your shield every once in a while for a thing. So just remember that. You can go up your shield in between your swings. It doesn't really lower your DPS that much. And that's also true for packs. Actually, usually, you can just keep holding the shield button as you're throwing them. So like, I'm not letting go of right click here, because, well, I'm playing PC. So I'm not even letting go of right click. I just heal the button, and it just goes right back up. You don't even need to lower your shield. As for shield mash, I think you did like a little bit of a whip shot combo. So what you're trying to do is like shield bash whip shot, which if you want to do that, just hit it quickly. Just like immediately hit the button right after the other, essentially. But I guess like what you could also do, I don't know why you shield bash when I'm trying to show you a thing with it. Okay. What you can literally do is shield bash, swing once, then whip shot. That is a big burst damage combo. This is a 200 HP target, so this is like against a widow or whatever. It's how you can kill someone really quickly. So I guess if you're ever fighting a widow, that's a fun combo for you. Or a tracer. Swing, swing, shield bash, whip shot. That's a go. I think tracer needs double swing. Oh yeah, he needs double swing. So yeah, double swing, whip shot. And if you have ults, it makes it literally a completely true combo. Like that. I would fucking shoot first. Wait, what am I doing? So like, swing. Like that. That's like a true combo. So that's the one. So it's I swing first, do a little damage, and then I shield bash, swing, cancel with whip shot. But yeah, it's not as effective because stun is another thing. I don't think it stuns long enough that's perfectly true, but it's definitely a big damage combo nonetheless. But yeah. Just remember, Boop is great for getting enemies off your teammates. So like in that case, the Zarya or the Reaper who was on your Reinhardt that one time when I was mentioning it. So remember, just try to boop them. If you miss, it's fine. You know, I'd rather you do the cooldown with good intention but miss than constant bad intention but you land one every once in a while. I mean, if you're landing all your whip shots while doing it in weird spots, in the end, like even if you're landing them, it's just you're not gaining much out of doing them in bad spots. It's just kind of just doing a tiny bit of damage here or there. So just so yes, remember that it's good for getting teammates off or for like damage combos and doing a lot of burst damage really quickly. So just remember that. But yeah, overall, honestly, the break wasn't too bad. You did hold space. I wish that your team played off it a little more. I don't know. It's like the thing about Brig is she's also hard. She's not only hard, like kind of hard to play. She's like secret hard to play because it's all about her play style is hard. But like mechanically, she's not that crazy. It's like whip shots kind of hard to land, but other than that, like there's like the shield flash, which is just not actually that hard. It's something that you can just spend for like 5 minutes just learning, just getting comfortable with. And even then, like you just gotta do it in a game a couple times. I promise you, it's not that hard. But, you know, just like you can just hold your shield up way more. You know, play off your shield. I know that like if your shield's broken, at that point you want to walk away and you want to play safe anyways. So like, just hold up your shield a little more. You hold like fine positions, honestly. And remember to listen to footsteps. That's another one. That's happened multiple times. There's a couple times where you could have heard footsteps and you didn't, and you just kind of didn't listen and you didn't really look over, and it almost like surprised you, almost like caught you off guard as you died to them. But yes, just remember, listen to footsteps. Either way, hey, good shit. I'm very negative. I promise you, it's not that I think that it's negative. It's just that I'm really bad at remembering to give compliments. I try my best, so I hope I did say good job at least a couple times. And keep grinding. You know, you're doing great. I imagine that you're going to improve pretty quickly if you keep playing like this. You're playing with some pretty solid players, so you'll figure it out. I believe in you. This is a hard game. Don't get discouraged. And if you have questions, of course, always just ask me. You can feel free to just DM me. It's Abstract16. I mean, we're in the freaking group chat thing together. So, yeah. Cool. Yeah. Good job. See ya.